welcome to the stage an incredible comedian from New York City, although she is Southern. Dawn. She's from New Hampshire, by the way. Totally Southern now. I love it. But let's welcome to the stage Krass.
Hello. Were they gonna boo me if I was from New York originally? Yankees are dumb. Hi. We're gonna talk about how sexy I am in a second. Calm down. Yeah, we're gonna get there. So if I could just get a word, I'm kidding. I heard winter. Guys, winter's here. Have you heard about this? No. It's cold outside. I could have my own late night show, just saying. No, winter's here. It's my favorite season. I love winter. For me, winter is like fat girl summer, okay? It's my time to shine. I love it. And I do live in New York now, and they are such babies about winter. Do not let them make you feel bad if they're the biggest babies. And I feel so bad for them. They're like, oh, it's so cold. It's dark too soon. I'm sad. I have seasonal affective disorder. It's like, they're a mess. And it's like, okay, it's cold. Great. My makeup's not melting from sweat. It's dark outside. Even better. My best lighting. And you're sad? Wonderful. Maybe you'll go out with me. All right? It's my sexiest time of year. And you get to wear those sexy pea coats, right, ladies? And we're like, oh, under this pea coat, I'm a size 4. Just never take the pea coat off. The pea coat stays on during sex. That's what that means. Comfortable with my body. Are you into that? You with her? Okay. No, I have sex with no clothes on. I don't know why I said that. But I do look hot tonight, right? Like I got a bow on myself. Thank you. That is keep going. No, I'm kidding. Would you fuck me? Okay. You're not intimidated by me? Why are you laughing, miss? No, that's my favorite part about being like a sassy plus-size woman is I get to act this confident. Nobody thinks I'm an asshole. It's great. I can just walk in, you're like, aren't I pretty? You guys are like, good for you. Look how hard she's trying up there. Look at her, she's an inspiration. She's big and she's talking. How does she do it? Oh, she's such a hero. It's not fair though. Some hot skinny chick walks on stage, she can't be like, aren't I hot? And I'm like, she's a bitch. Who is that? You know, her nose is weird. Her purse is fake. Guys, all purses are fake because we're not marsupials, okay? So, enough with the purse shaming. Thank you, whoever. I only do that if it's also improv, because people are like, marsupial, funny word, okay. Having fun. I am originally from Charleston, South Carolina. Slowly getting my southern accent back as I'm down here. I really great intro tonight. When I got introduced on stage when I started in South Carolina, it was always the same intro. It was some guy who would be like, all right, ladies and gentlemen, we've had a lot of men so far tonight. Up next, something crazy's gonna happen. I don't know how to explain it. It's not a man. It's a woman, female, precious, ovaries, boobs. It's a girl. Here comes a girl. Look, it's a girl. It was like my birth announcement every time I came out on stage. Like, I still expect to see my dad at all my shows somewhere, like throwing a baseball mitt in a trash can. Like, what? I wanted a boy comedian. I was home recently in Charleston, and I needed dinner before show because food. And the thing that I miss most about New York when I'm traveling is something called Seamless. You guys know what Seamless is?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. If you don't know what Seamless is, you go on the computer and you're just like, hey computer, I'm fat. Can I have whatever I want right now? The computer's like, here you go, idiot. Like, would you like a grave plot with that? It's amazing. And I needed dinner before a show and there was no Seamless, so I had to go to one of those like takeout places, you know, and make a takeout order at a storefront, like a barbarian. It was embarrassing. So I'm sitting at this bar, I'm waiting for my food order, and there's like, like a good old boy sitting next to me in a camo hat. And he said something very vulgar to the bartender. I don't care, right? I live in New York now where everything is just literally urine, right? So, like, I'm not offended by anything. But the guy sees me and he goes, oh, I'm so sorry, miss. I didn't know a lady was present. Pardon me, that was just a joke. And I was like, oh my God, I'm fragile again. I love it here, I'm like a girl. So I was in a good mood, and I was like, sir, that's fine with me. Jokes are cool, because I'm a comedian. Don't tell people you're a comedian. What do you think people say when you tell them you're a comedian? You guys have all obviously harassed comedians. Yeah, so he was like, tell me a joke. And I was like, no. And he was like, okay, well, let me tell you a joke then. But before I do, hey, Jim, come over here and tell this woman I'm not a racist. Guys, if you gotta walk around with some guy named Jim to tell people you're not a racist every time you tell a joke, probably a racist. Like, you shouldn't need some sort of non-racist hype man to come back you up every time that you talk. I was telling this joke in Charleston the last time I was there, and someone was like, what was the joke? And it's like, why do you care? Does that matter for the story? Like, just go home at Thanksgiving and hear it at the table like everybody else, okay? I already forgot what it was. It was a stupid joke. Needless to say, I was excited to go back to New York, right? I was like, I'm going to the progressive north where I belong. It's always a trade-off, though. Like, I'm in the subway with all my bags, and this guy makes a beeline for me, and he says, give me your money. Now, he didn't have a weapon or anything. It was just kind of a mugging, so like, not that cool of a story. And I was like, oh, he thinks I'm a tourist. I'll show him. So I just looked at him, and I went, no, and I don't want to talk to you either. I don't know, maybe I also thought he wanted my personality. I didn't have any money. And this is a true story. He turns to everyone in the subway, points at me and yells, this woman hates black people. Yeah. I'm a white presenting woman. I'm Hispanic. It's confusing, I know. But I'm standing there in the subway, white girl with like my pink flowery bags, looking at everybody like, no, I don't. This guy's not my favorite. And then it dawned on me. I was like, oh my God, I need Jim. Where's Jim when you need him? I like living in New York. Most of the time, I got catcalled on the street recently, which was not fun. If you don't know what getting catcalled is, it's very similar to being catcalled as a woman because you're being diminished to your physical qualities, but so much better. Because I was like, oh, he doesn't want to touch me. Great. I was like, well, I'm just okay. Like, get away from. I don't care. He was a homeless guy, and I was walking on the street with a fellow plus-size female friend, BBW Queens. As we're known on Craigslist. Any friends? One lady, okay. Might be after the show. We're all a little gay, apparently. What I'm told. So we're walking past him on the street, and he loudly mutters to himself. He goes, fatties on their way to get cakes and donuts. I thought it was hilarious. It's fine. My friend had your reaction, though. She was like, hey, buddy, at least I have a house. I was like, Michelle, we don't do that here, okay? We just let the crazy exist to the side and keep going the New York way, okay? Like, he's homeless. He's probably mentally ill. We're fat. I think we win this one. I'm not going to fight this battle. Like, he's a homeless guy, right? So he's probably just narrating what he sees to pass the time. Like, we probably missed the first part of his sentence, which was like, delivery guy and a pizza. Mommy and a baby. Oh, look, fatty's on the way to get cakes. And I did want cakes and donuts, so really, he's a wise man, he's a shaman. You can, like, see into your soul. I feel like we probably missed him saying something else super wise and cutting, like,
oh look, finance bro has probably raped before, but doesn't really think it's rape.
You guys survived that. I don't know about all the women. Okay, that was a weird line I just said. Okay, so I did talk to a male friend after a show one time, and he was like, Lauren, why you gotta talk about rape on stage? Are you obsessed with rape? And I was like, yes, don't do it. Okay, I'm obsessed. Oh my God. I'm excited. It's a new year. It's my favorite holiday, New Year's Eve, and I like new beginnings. And I was thinking about my year last year. I had a lot of awesome failures. Comedy Central does not want me. All the late night shows don't want me. E-Entertainment 4 times doesn't want me. I don't need my own late night comedy fashion show, right? That's dumb. That's dumb.
No.
You guys want that for me. That's
Yes.
so sweet.
Yes.
You guys are so sweet. Usually people laugh at my pain there. It's fine, you like me. It's okay. I spent a lot of time in LA last year, and this is going to be super hacky, but I have to do it. I have to compare the catcalls that I got in LA compared to the catcalls in New York. Thesis statement, more offensive in LA. Any New York woman, we know we get a very classic catcall. It's like, sup bitch, let me suck your toes. Normal, right? Just like, good morning, Carl. Get your protein. Normal. In LA, and I dress like this all the time. Like this, you're not special. Like I dress fun, and people kept coming up to me and they'd be like, "Excuse me, do you know you're beautiful?" And I'd be like, "Yes." Like leave me alone. Like I'll tell some other fat girl I'm fine. I was like a walking magic trick over there. Like I was like, I'm a woman over 200 pounds and don't care what you think. Ta-da! Everybody in LA was like, ooh, how'd she do that? I made friends with a lot of beautiful skinny women over there. They love me. I'm like a spirit animal with them. I don't get it. They love me. They're like, OMG, what does food taste like? Is it good? Oh my God. I am shrinking. I'm seeing a nutritionist. I've lost a little bit of weight. Not because of LA. I turned 30 and I was like, maybe I'll try to not die so fast. But no, it's fun because I'm doing all these skinny girl things, but I'm not a skinny girl yet, so I feel like I'm cosplaying a skinny girl. Like I'm saying skinny girl things like, oh, just gotta get my steps in. Just gotta I'm saying skinny girl things like, are you sure there's no dairy in this? Are you sure? But I can't wait until I get to say skinny girl things like, have you met my boyfriend? Dork alert, what a dork. What a fucking dork this guy is. Women, if you have boyfriends, you don't get to make fun of them. Okay, I'm fine. You know how they do that? They're like, what a dork. And I'm like, can I have a dork fuck me, please? Okay. I told that joke to one of my female friends, and she was like, that makes me sad, you're so pretty. And I'm like, I know, that's why I'm mad. That's a joke. You guys got it. Oh my God. I went shopping with a skinny friend recently. I don't mean that bad way, I'm a skinny ally, okay? Safe space. We know skinny women are less human, right? No. Kidding. Women, we're all of us together, right? We all get raped. Okay. We talk now. I'm sorry. Hashtag not sorry. But that was 18 minutes?
Yeah.
That was?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Did I say rape too many times? Oh man, okay, let me speed this up. Fat joke, no, okay. Wow, I'm just so funny, I just sped through all the material so fast. Okay, well, I'll tell this, but it wasn't a closer, but it's gonna be funny and you can So it is frustrating shopping as a plus-size woman with a regular-sized woman. And the reason is this sentence that I'm having to say right now. This part's not supposed to be funny. It's fucked up. Like, the stores are segregated if you're fat. It's like the 20s if you're fat. And your friends don't get it. They have skinny privilege. They're like, oh, Lauren, let's go to Express. And it's like, oh, my kind's not welcome there. Okay. I'll look at the jewelry today. It's a jewelry day for me. If you didn't know this, the jewelry section is the plus size section. That's what it is. I walked into Express and picked up some hoops, and I was like, excuse me, do you have these hoops in a smaller size? I just want to say smaller size. I was looking at the underwear next to the jewelry, and they had some booty panties that said always across the butt. Classy. And they had another pair that said never across the butt. And I'm like, hold on, are you telling me skinny girls get to choose this kind of thing? I did a Lady Bryan and all those sexy panties there. Congratulations, you've made it this far. Please make love to me. Just kidding, regular sex is fine. Just kidding, I'll do whatever you want. Even that. Can I pay your electric bill? Okay, let's be honest, that's only going to fit on big girl panties. If when I'm famous, those will be swag unless I lose too much weight and all my material. Okay, I love you so much. I love